All the scores, all the highlights, and the greatest fans. You're watching Mid-Michigan's original Hometown Hoops on NBC 25.
Welcome to the season premiere of Hometown Hoops. I'm Eric Columbia, and starting tonight through the rest of the season, we'll be bringing you all the action from the Mid-Michigan High School hardwood. Right now, we tip HTH off with a girls-boys double dip in Flushing. It's our game of the week, or in this case, games of the week. Grand Blanc on the road in Flushing, tipping things off with the guys. First quarter, the Bobcats get running. Nick Randall showing off the handles. Then the jumper, GB leads by 8. 2 possessions later, the Raiders, they look for some offense on the fast break. Chris Triplett thinks he has an easy bucket, but a great hustle play here by Brian Pollard gets the block. Grand Blanc started the game on a 10-0 run, but then Flushing storms back off the miss. Then in transition, Alec Myers takes it to the tin to cut the lead down to 7. More fast break offense leads to more points. This time, Triplett gets the bucket to go, but it wouldn't be enough. Grand Blanc holds on for the 3-point win. Over on the ladies' sides, they opened up the action tonight. Here's the Raider Nation. We're going to hear more about them on Monday. As for the game itself, Flushing starts strong. First on the defensive side, Sydney Hawkins with the swat on that Bobcats offering. Then down floor, the Raiders find their stroke. Chandler Wilson splashing down from behind the arc. That puts Flushing up 5 in the second. This one was tight, but Flushing, they win it, separating themselves 50-36. Holly head coach Lance Bayless, he's styling with the jacket. I love it. I got to get that jacket for HTH here. Fourth quarter, Brandon's Dylan Morris with the 3 with 11 ticks left, tied at 62. He had 20 in the ball game. In overtime, Holly down by 1. Adam Tooley with the baseline. Jay, Broncos up 32 in this one. Up 32 with 32 to play, excuse me. Then Brandon pushing it up floor. Jake Sutherland lays it in, ties it at 66. He had 16 in this one. Brandon would foul with no time left. Joshua Sims, the hero tonight with the free throw. 67-66. Holly gets the win. Brandon girls hosting Holly in the first game of this double dip as well. We're tied in the first. Brooke, Becker, and 1. Blackhawks go up 2 in this one off a nice play there. Then Holly taking over a bit. Alyssa Copley, she's knocking down the jumper. She led everyone in this ballgame with 19 points and 10 assists on the evening. And then Abby Lewandowski here, good from the baseline. You see it eventually. Lady Broncos, they go on to win big, 54-26. Over in Powers, the Chargers are still breaking in that new gym. As for tonight, they're also hoping to break in John Glenn. First quarter action, and David Dunn of JG was very, very good. First, he muscles in his way for the deuce. Then on the defensive side, his best Dikembe Mutombo impression with the swat. Then finally back down floor, another tough shot. Fouls, but Powers, they didn't like that one bit. They answer in the form of Tyrone Hunter. First here in transition, the hoop and the harm. The Chargers open up the game on a 10-4 run, but John Glenn, they get out of Dodge with a 67-65 win. Here's scores from other action on the high school hardwood this evening. Nouvelle with a 1-point win over Hemlock. Mount Morris falls to Millington 85-48. Bullock Creek, they also fall to Sanford Meridian 49-31. And then Corunna gets a big road win against the Blue Devils of Lake Fen. Well, coming up next, we're going to pick up the pace and press the action a bit. Stick around for the full court press. Come on back.
Hometown Hoops on NBC 25.
Welcome back to Hometown Hoops. Remember, you can follow the conversation on Twitter with the hashtag HTH25. Send pictures, comments, anything you want, even score updates. Now, at this point in the show, it's where we like to pick up the pace a bit and go full court press. First up, Saginaw Heritage girls warming up and taking on Flint Carmen Ainsworth. And early on, guard Aubrey Snow kicking it out to Allie Miller. Takes a quick look, then drives through the middle, lays it home. Heritage first on the board, leading 2-0. A couple minutes later, Carmen still scoreless, and same old story for Heritage, though. Snow finds Miller, this time on the outside, knocking down the tray. Hawks continue on with the win, 51-38. Next up, Arthur Hill, girls hosting Neville. Let's get right to the action. Late in the game, Mary Fulgencio up to Maddie Graham, who finds Charlie Hangsbach here with the hoop and the harm. She would miss the free throw, but that still puts up CC 54-22. A little bit later, Arthur Hill with a miss, then a rebound by the Panthers. Graham, she goes coast to coast, and they're gonna coast to victory, 58-25. Ovid Elsie in Durand tonight. We have early first quarter action as Austin Loins and OE trying to get things going. That three ball puts OE up 3-0 early on. Same quarter this time, Ovid Elsie on the fast break. Loins pass to Cater Hurst, and then he finds Luke Alexander for the nice layup. OE opens up the game on a 14-0 run, and they cruise tonight, 61-38. Let's head out to C-Cube. Carson City Crystal, they have a huge lead over Shepherd here in the third, and they're tacking on more. Carson City up 42-15. Mackenzie Geister with the drive. She misses, but then Jalen Fisher, she gets the board, passes it out to Jenna Schneider for the long 2-point bucket. Carson City Crystal, they win 48-19. Davison hosting Kersley. First quarter, Cardinals open up on a 6-0 run, then Andrew Miller, he lays this one in. Cardinals go up by 4, and they win big tonight. 68-26 in Saginaw. It's a battle of the valleys. Lutheran versus Swan. Fans came out in droves for the Vikings here. Second half action, Lutheran's Mike Weiss mishandling the rock. Preston Joyner says, I'll take that. Flying down the court, lays it up and in. That knocks the game at 38 points apiece. Next Charger possession, Derek Jurgen. That's a bad pass. Joyner snags it. Looks like an easy two for the Vikes, but he loses it. Ball gets thrown back in the play. Jurgens will finish on the other end. Chargers, they go over the Vikings, 73-64. In other action tonight across the region, Clio falls to Hamity, 60-37. Davidson on the road gets a big win, 51-13. Garber and Bay City All Saints, they have a football score there. The Dukes win 36-8, and then Mount Pleasant on the road gets taken out to the woodshed by John Glenn, winning 77-28. Let's dish out some hardware. We like defense here on Hometown Hoops, and that's why we have the stop of the night. Tonight, there wasn't any better. We go back to Flushing. The Raiders look for some offense here on the fast break. Chris Triplett thinks he has the easy bucket, but great hustle here by Brian Pollard, gets the block. We could see that in a few minutes as well. He's taking home the stop of the night. Let's take a look at the hot shots. See here, the best plays of the night. We're gonna start with Tyrone Hunter in transition, getting the hoop and the harm against JG. And that was 3 points the hard way. This one a very close contest, but John Glenn will get the road win. Hunter's bucket, just not enough. Now we just saw this in our stop of the night, but it was so good, it has to be nominated for the hot shot as well. In Flushing, a nice block there by Grand Blank's player right there, Brian Pollard, with the great block on the hustle play. That's our second nominee for the hot shot of the night. How about this one? Brandon hosting Holly, third quarter, Dylan Morris trying to beat the buzzer, and he would. Gives the Blackhawks the lead going into the fourth. 20 points tonight in the overtime loss. You can vote for your favorite on mynbcnews.com. The winner going to be announced Tuesday night on NBC 25 News at 11. Well, it was a great first week of action. Remember, if you miss any of this, you can go to our website, mynbcnews.com. You can take a look at all the highlights, vote on your favorite hot shot of the night as well. And just a reminder, we're going to tell you the winner of that Tuesday night on NBC 25 News at 11. Always follow the conversation on Twitter, HTH25. That's going to do it for Hometown Hoops. We'll see you back here next week.